Did you think it was a success today?
I do. I think it was, I think it exceeded all of our expectations, really. It was phenomenal to walk around and see scientists engaging kids and kids asking all these questions. It was amazing.
The kids were so excited, the presenters were so excited. It was fantastic.
So what is Flip the Fair?
Flip the Fair is basically a science fair flipped backwards. So the grad students make posters based on their research, and we have kids come through and judge our posters.
Yeah, it's really important to engage kids with science, especially because a lot of the time what you learn about in school for science isn't necessarily what we actually do. So by being able to see how scientists interact with their projects and how they present their material will give kids an idea of like what's it like to actually be a scientist, and how do you present your material in a scientific way? How do you think about different scientific questions?
What strategies did you implement to kind of break this down so it would be easily digestible to kids?
Talking to my family members who aren't scientists. I'm the only scientist in my immediate family, and ever since I've been in undergrad looking at stuff like this, I've had to learn how to explain it to them without putting them to sleep.
Well, that's the thing. I don't even really think this research is that complex. It's just, what do bugs think smell bad? That's really all it is. We're treating one half with the repellent, one half without, see where they go. And so if I can, tell kids how easy this research is, maybe they'll be more inclined to be scientists themselves one day.
Science is not something that all children think, or all kids, anybody thinks of as a go-to career. So I was really lucky I grew up with two parents as scientists. They kind of inspired me with science fair projects, kind of like this. I grew a lot of crystals, things like that, to pursue a career in science. So I think it's really important that we're able to show some real-world science experiments and give back and inspire them to also potentially pursue a career in science and expose them to other opportunities.
I hope a lot of people find all this cool science interesting and maybe think about being scientists themselves.
I think this is a great event for the kids. I can just see the excitement and just going to each place and just seeing the different science that people do, and hopefully it inspires the next surgeon or oncology scientist. So I'm looking forward to it.
What kind of impact do you hope to have on the kids today?
I want to get them to understand that if you are interested in reptiles, you don't have to just go into being a zookeeper or a veterinarian. You can become a scientist. There are different branches of science, especially biology, that deal with these animals that you make a living out of and have fun.
I'm glad I'm here now, but I think when I was younger, I kind of didn't really see a lot of women in science, and I think that kind of for a long time made me feel like I couldn't really be in science because I just didn't see a lot of women doing what I wanted to do. So I eventually got there, but I think if I saw women scientists as a kid, it just never would have even been a roadblock to me.
When did you kind of figure out that you could successfully engage in science?
I have had some pretty good role models throughout the years, and I think for me, I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and so when I would see Hermione when I was younger, that was kind of, I feel like, the biggest, nerdy girl that kind of made an impact in the media. And I think before that, there's not a whole lot of representation of those types of characters, at least not in something so popular.
I want to tell people that they can do whatever they want to do with their interests and their passions, and that can drive their careers or their hobbies or whatever they do with their lives, and that no limitation is final. You can find a way around them.
This was a great experience, I think, on both sides. For the graduate student to be able to think of a way to communicate their research in a way that is more digestible for both the public as well as for younger audiences, but then for the younger audiences to come and meet scientists, perhaps for the first time, and then maybe develop their own science identity.
The graduate students did an incredible job. So many of them brought interactive props and giveaways for the kids. One of my favorite ones was having the kids swab the nose of a stuffed animal horse to see if it had a virus and then extract the DNA from that swab, kind of all in a play version with pipe cleaners. And the kids loved that. They were so excited about it. They asked good questions. I think it was super inspiring just to see kids so hyped about science and about asking their own questions and being taken seriously as judges.
I think one of the best ways for early learning, early scientists, is to step outside of the box, step outside of their comfort zone, and learn how to communicate their science. Because you're not always going to be in a lab. You want to be able to tell everybody what you're doing.
Did you think you inspired the kids today?
The kids were blown away. I mean, there was one group I was with, and I had to really encourage them to rate anything other than a 5 because the comment on the judges forum was, it was so cool, it was so awesome, it was so cool and awesome. They were just like completely overwhelmed by the presentations, and I can't disagree with them. They were amazing.